All right, I'm back, and I fixed my head, so I have this little vegetation from the wool. So I have sewn across the back and the top of my head just to have less of a dent there. I've now placed, we're going to make our nose, so I'm going to hold my head and using a round-headed pin, I'm going to find where I want my nose to be. Try and look center, not too close to the eye line. Once you're content with where your nose is, you're going to draw a circle around it. I like to just kind of do more of an oblong nose, but you can do whichever you prefer. They both have the same, use the same technique. So what I'm doing is I am going to go in from the side and come out across. If you're going to do a circle, you're going to go like a clock, exactly as described in the video, in the tutorial, leaving a tail. But because I'm doing an oblong, and I thought you guys might like to know how to do that kind of a nose, normally with a clock I would go in here and come out here, and then go in here and come out here, and just kind of keep going around. But because I want more of an oval shape, I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. So you're welcome to make an oval shaped nose or a round nose, whichever one you prefer. Make sure you're catching wool, meaning you're digging deep into the nose. With this oval nose, I'm going to go up and down to the tail. And once I get back to where my starting point is, I'm going to pull both strings and try and tie it off. I left this tail a little short for my liking, but that's okay. So the first time you go around, whether it's in a circle or a cross, you're going to notice it's not pulling as much as you hope, and that's fine. At this point, you can go over it a second time, making sure you're catching wool. I like to go over any spot that the thread missed the first time. So if you look closely at this top, you can see there's a stitch here, and there's no stitch right beside it. So I am going to bring the thread over this direction to cover the spot that didn't have any stitching. And continue to work that way. And as you go, just continuing to pull gently, trying not to break your string, and going over just to continue to define that little nose. You can see how going across first instead of around made the nose flatter and wider. All the noses are endearing in their own way. And then as you go, your nose is going to be firm. If it's not quite firm enough for your liking, keep going around. Keep making sure you're pulling some wool. I'm going to just go a couple more times across this direction to firm it up. And finally, I'll go once more across this way and once more across this way to my tail. And I broke my string. Now that's the worst case scenario. Normally you would tie it here. If you break your string, you're gonna have to start over going around once or twice. Don't take anything out and then tie to your tails again. It's not the end of the world. The nose is fairly sturdy already. So I'm gonna leave you at that point, and when I get back, we will learn about magnetizing the mouth.